Good morning, good morning, good morning. So life has been pretty busy the last couple of weeks. I know that I've missed book read on a Sunday morning. So I was like, yeah, you know what? You need to get on here. You need to have a bit of a conversation. And this one's prompted from a fabulous, I can share into a group, can I? Oh, I can share into there. So I can share it into another group. So this little conversation is coming from I was working with a client the other day, and she was in the session. It kept coming up with, "What are you feeling? What's the emotion? What are you feeling?" She kept saying, "I don't feel good enough. I don't feel good enough." So many of our clients come to us with, "I don't feel good enough." All right, they come to us, "I just don't feel good enough," but that's not an emotion. So if you're an avid tapper like I am, brand new to tapping even, and you're someone who wants to use tapping to clear things and to have a better life, when you get yourself to, "I don't feel good enough," what you need to do is dig deeper. You need to find the emotion. So if I'm going to do some tapping on, says my thing goes to there, "Even though I just don't feel good enough, deeply and completely accept myself." And then I may tap through the points. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel good enough. I just don't feel good enough. When you're doing that, it's not getting to the emotion and it's not getting to where it's stuck in your body. So let's talk about this. What would be the emotions of not being, what would be the underlying thoughts and emotions of, not feeling good enough? Because not feeling good enough is a belief. What's a belief? It's a thought. We just keep thinking. We repeat, we repeat, we repeat, we repeat. All of those recurring thoughts suddenly becomes our belief. I just don't feel good enough. We say I don't feel, but it's I don't think I'm good enough. I don't feel, I don't think. So get underneath that feeling of I don't feel good enough. Why don't you feel good enough? What's the conversation you're having with yourself when you don't feel good enough? What is that actual inner dialogue that's going on for you when you're not feeling good enough? All right. So go into that first. Go and start to figure out what are you actually feeling. Because for me, if I don't feel good enough, it comes in waves. It's a thought I have and it goes. And another thought comes in and it goes. It will be the same for most people too. So when it's a feeling, you want to feel into it. What does it feel like? Not just that on that psychological level. Is it that you are actually sad? Is it that you believe you always get things wrong? Is it that you heard as a child you weren't perfect, or you always got things wrong, or you always messed up? You weren't the good girl, you weren't the good boy. What is it? Get in further underneath what it actually is. Because if you're going to do some tapping on, I don't feel good enough, it's not hitting the emotion. But if you fit into, when I was a child, my parents always told me that I couldn't do things right. And every time I tried to do things, I just got in trouble all the time. And this happened and that happened. When you do tapping on that, what's going to happen is your brain's remembering events. Your brain's actually going to be, your unconscious brain's going to be remembering, if you don't, the little things that are going on that are holding that belief up. Where did you get that from? What was going on and what happened? Hello, my lovelies watching me. Nice to see you both. So go into that. So don't just do tapping on, I don't feel good enough, because it's just not going to get you enough traction to tap on that. But tap on what holds it up. What's the belief I have? I tell myself every day that I'm just going to mess up, that it doesn't matter what I do, I just get it wrong. Doesn't matter what I say, it's never right, and I always get it wrong. So I just believe that I'm not good enough. Do it on that. It may be that there's sadness there, it may be there's anger there, it may be someone else's voice in your head. So that's my thing. So when you're thinking I'm not good enough, remember it's a thinking, it's not a feeling. Dig a little bit deeper. In our practitioner training, we are very focused on body. So where is it feeling in your body? If you don't feel good enough, which is I don't think I'm good enough, where is it feeling in your body? What twinges? Does your throat go? Does your chest go? Does your stomach go? What goes? And find that and do your tapping on that. And I bet you end up with better results than what you've been getting on just the whole concept of I'm not good enough. And remember, I am not good enough is nothing more than a thought that you keep saying and believing and dialogue and believing until you believe that it's true. So I'm going to go. I'm going to wish you much love. I will see you all again very soon. and great to be with you.